7 p.m. Getting soaking wet. Didn't go on a single ride because they were closed all day.
Welcome to Hershey, Pennsylvania. We're here to explore the top 5 kid-friendly things to do in this sweet town. From thrilling theme parks to peaceful gardens, let's dive into our top 5 picks for family-friendly activities in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
We used the Thousand Trails Hershey as our home base. It's kind of the perfect location for Hershey. It's just 6 miles from Hershey. It's a pretty big park. We stayed on the H Loop, which was kind of up a hill, which was a little bit disconcerting to begin with, but we found a pretty nice spot with views overlooking the campground. It has pickleball, nice pool, and lots of space, so that was a pretty good home base. With our home base all set, let's dive into the top 5 places in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
So coming in at number 1 is Hershey Park. We would be remiss if we didn't put Hershey Park as our number 1 pick. This is an iconic park that has both roller coasters, stuff for little kids, and a water park, all included in the same ticket. So that makes it really unique.
Here we are at Hersheyland Water Park. We just found a table with shade. Pretty central between all the watery stuff. We got the slides over here, advanced play area here, more toddlery play area here. Someone deserves a medal for this idea. This is right up my alley. No meth, instant sugar. Someone has kids. How is it again? Did you make any mess?
Nope.
Nope. How is it, Koopy?
Good.
Did you make any mess?
No.
Nope. Did you make any mess?
No mess. Parker though.
Parker, how's yours? Really nice water park. It's really big. It was really busy. Lots of nice rides. The problem was, in true wandering herd fashion, even though the weather forecast suggested there might be a slight rain chance at like 12 o'clock for like 10 minutes, there was actually 2 massive thunderstorms that hung around for a couple hours and pretty much closed all of the water rides for the afternoon, and then closed all of the roller coasters, so we hardly got a chance to ride any of the really good rides. We've been stormed out for a couple hours. All the rides are closed. There's thunderstorms within 20 miles, I think. But we did have a good morning in the water park. Have you ever done a lazy river while it's raining? We would highly recommend. It was very much fun. It definitely wasn't cold.
It was actually really fun, but it did get shut down mid lazy river, so we ended up having to not be lazy on the lazy river and push our flotation devices out of the river. Despite the torrential downpours, there was plenty of chocolate to go around, which helps make everybody feel better.
We just redeemed our sweet treat voucher for a large bag of kettle corn.
We did some kiddie rides in the afternoon, and then we just basically got wet twice. Still gonna rain for another hour after we sat and had food, so we're just gonna have to get wet again on the way to the truck. Cooper, come here, bud. 7 p.m. Getting soaking wet. Didn't go on a single ride because they were closed all day. Long walk back to the truck. Drive back to the RV. 2 bedtimes.
Made it to the car. Logan, did you have fun?
Yeah. But I didn't have fun in the rain.
But you didn't have fun in the rain. Cooper, did you have fun?
Next up, we explore a spot that allows you to slow down and relax and take in nature with Hershey Gardens. I, for one, am always down for a good local garden, and the one at Hershey Gardens is one not to be missed.
Hershey Gardens was a great day for the boys. There was a whole kids section. There was these really cool sunbrellas, which I don't know why you don't get them more places, especially for our complexions. There's a really cool overview of Hershey Park, and it's part of the whole Hershey kingdom, let's say. But there's a butterfly museum, which the boys enjoyed. There's a playground. There's like a huge nature garden. You could spend a whole morning there, take a nice picnic. So definitely a nice change of pace from Hershey Park and the War Park.
David had to go and tend to the kids, which is just something that we have to work in when we're trying to film these videos. Okay, we had to take a little break because our neighbor had to hitch up and pull out, so.
Yesterday was leaf blowers. Today it's people existing.
Yeah, keeping with the chocolate theme, coming in at number 3 is Chocolate World. This is right next to Hershey Park and is a fun little place to go for photo opportunities, and the best part is the free chocolate factory tour ride that you can ride as many times as you want for free, and you get a free chocolate bar at the end. So my boys ended up making me go on it twice, and they had a blast. It was super fun. They're singing cows. You feel like you're teaching them something because you're learning how chocolate is made.
It's basically It's a Small World, but with Hershey characters and cows, right?
Yep, yeah, they're singing cows.
Yeah, I didn't go. I had a work day.
Besides the free chocolate tour ride, there's lots of souvenirs you can pick up, and you can even design your own candy bar if you wanted to do that.
And get some tchotchkes.
And you can get some tchotchkes. All right, so coming in at number 4 is the Hershey Trolley Works Trolley Tour, which is a super fun interactive tour.
You have to book these in advance, but there's usually spots available like the day before. It's basically a history tour of Milton Hershey and how Hershey came to be in the form of character actors that will mysteriously jump on and jump off the trolley, which is somewhat amusing and
somewhat amusing. The kids loved it. They had a blast.
Somewhat amusing, somewhat kind of annoying, depending on how
curmudgeon-y you are.
How curmudgeon-y you are. Like me.
We found it pretty interesting. David thinks it was a little bit expensive for what it was, but it was a fun distraction for the kids for an hour. We learned some history. We were able to stay entertained. The kids were staying entertained. And the best part, the kids' favorite part, was the free chocolate samples that got handed out throughout the tour to keep them engaged.
So number 5, when you first look at it, it doesn't look like it's going to be very kid-friendly, but I took the kids anyway, in particular because there's a Major Dick Winters exhibit. And if you're familiar with Band of Brothers, as you should be, one of the best TV shows ever made, you will know that Major Dick Winters was the main character based on the real Major Dick Winters. He was born 10 miles outside of Hershey, Pennsylvania. So he has a nice little exhibit here with a lot of stuff from his time in the army and his time in Band of Brothers. So that's what really attracted me to go and visit this and pay homage to the great Major Winters. This is his home office that he wrote Band of Brothers as a book before it became a TV show on HBO. Here's Damian Lewis as Richard Winters. Here he is on Utah Beach, 2001. Here he is on a Wheaties box, 1945. Here he is with Tom Hanks. Here he is with Damian Lewis. Here's his M1 rifle. Whether you like it or not, Milton Hershey's #1 fan will give you a guided tour of every single piece of the exhibit that will last approximately 40 minutes. I did see this on the TripAdvisor reviews before I went there, and I thought, oh, it won't be that bad. So beware and be ready for this experience.
So this is the home where Milton Hershey lived, and that's where they started keeping the boys.
Yeah.
They started out with 2, then they got 4, and then they got like 13. In fact, they can even get a college education from paid for by Mr. Hershey's Trust if they obey the rules and do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So this
There was little things for the boys to do. There's like an old tram they can play in. There's a little train set. There's lots of fun interactive exhibits. There's a lot of writing because it's more about the history of Hershey, but it's pretty useful to learn in a bit more detail than what the trolley provides, exactly how the town of Hershey has grown from what it was to what it's become now, which is basically chocolate tourist trap.
So that rounds out our top 5 picks for things to do with little kids in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
We stayed at the Thousand Trails Hershey for 12 days, and it was kind of the perfect amount of time to do the day trips into Hershey and enjoy the amenities of the campsite. And it's also close enough to Lancaster, which is 45 minutes away. Lancaster is Amish country, so in our next episode we're going to talk about our visits to Amish country and things to do in Lancaster. So that was Hershey, Pennsylvania. What did you think? Is it sweet or is it chalky? Like the chocolate, the Hershey's chocolate. Tastes like chalk, doesn't it?
Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the road.